What's going on, everybody? This is Lawrence D. Adams. I am trying my system, and my system's not giving what I want out of it. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. You can hear me loud and clear because I'm trying to hear myself back. Let's get it going here. But we're going to talk today. Got my red on. I'm ready. I'm ready today. Gotta figure out what's going on. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat room. You can hear me. Let me know in the chat room. You can hear me what I'm about to say. What's going on, my good people? You can hear me loud and clear? Good. That's what I want to hear. Now, the thing of it is, I can't hear myself back. So we're going to get going, get going, get going, get going. Today, I'm going to say this very clearly. Should be getting feedback. There we go. Should be getting feedback. There we go. So I'm going to say this. You can hear me. Okay, that's good. That's what I want to know because I couldn't hear myself back. So that's good. That's good to know. Okay, that's good to know. I'm glad it's definitely working. So let's get it going. What's going on? Hello, everyone. Great start of the week. Love to all. Let's get to class today. Time to take likes on the videos. All right. So today we got something we're going to talk about. I'm going to pull my camera up in a minute. I'm actually got something new. I want to say, guys, when you definitely give and actually go into making this show better quality, better everything that we do here. So it is not let me turn this up, get better the quality all the way around. So it should sound good today. The new system that I'm working on. So I'm working out the kinks, worked it last night. So we're going to definitely get going with that. I don't know why I did that, but okay. Let's pull this camera up and see how we're looking. What's going on? There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me turn this light up a little bit. There we go. What's going on? What's going on? Good guys can hear me. Good to see you. So yeah, so I want to share some things today, but I wanted those who have been faithful in the stream and all that we're doing, who has given, who has did something. I want to ate something, but we want to definitely do something. So this is a pendant, and I'm going to show it right here in the camera. And you can see I have one on over on this side. And I want to give this to you as my token of appreciation for coming on the live stream, all the time you come on the live stream, for all the times that you sow, you're giving some money, super chat, cash app, all the ways you're doing. I want to give this to you. So in a couple of days, I'm going to have a link. Now everybody can't get this, so I'm definitely going to weed out who gets it and who doesn't. It's for those who have been participating in the chat, those who have been coming on live. That's what it's for. What's going on? This is not what's going on, Harris. This is not for everyone. Let me get that clearly. You can't just jump on here and then you get this. This one, this pendant is not for everyone. So let me give it again. This pendant, I'm going to say it again. This pendant right here. I'm going to give that to you. I want to send it to your house. I want to give it to you. It's my token of appreciation for definitely participating in the live chats, participating on the streams. I want to definitely do that. Oh, man, I don't like that. So I want to hold on one second. I want to definitely get that in your hands. Hold on one second. So I want to get that in your hand 1 second as I get something. So I don't want to make something look. And I'm big on it. So we're going to definitely get that in your hands. 1 second. All right, I'm back. What's going on, everyone? Okay, I'm back. So let's get it started today. Let me hook this up back in. You should be able to hear me clearly. What's going on? All right, I'm back. Let me click this. Okay, I'm back now. So today we're going to talk about something. I had something else I wanted to talk about, and it's probably going to be tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to talk about G consciousness and G complex. That's game consciousness and game complex, or we're gonna go a little further and talk about God consciousness versus God complex. So we're going to talk about those two things tomorrow. But today, this was on me, and I had to share it because I was thinking about it. I wanted to go take care of my mother's dog today, and this is something I want to talk about today. So I'm going to say this, preface this. I'm going to offend some people. Some people are not going to like what I'm going to say. You may want to leave the stream because this is not for everyone. This is going to touch you in a place that you didn't want to be touched at. And it's going to make you uncomfortable for the mothers. It's going to make you uncomfortable to the sons. It's going to make you uncomfortable. But I want to definitely talk about some things that I think that we need to address here on this stream, and knowing that all of it is done in love, but I'm going to, in love, you got to correct some things that needs to be said. So I want you to know it's a preference. I'm setting you up. You might not want to listen to this stream. This may not be for you. This may not be for you. This may not be the one you want to skip. If you're in church or out of church, you may not like this one, because I'm going to say some things that needs to be talked about. And while we have some issues, let's say something else. This is especially talking to Black men and Black women. So all the others, racists that are in the chat, this is not your time to leave. This is a good conversation, because many times this transcends just race thing, but it's definitely not race in a sense like racist, but culture, but it definitely going to touch on some things. So we're going to go right into it. If you're ready, let me know in the chat room that you're ready to hear what I have to say or begin to talk about. Let me know in the chat room you're ready to hear what I have to talk about. Give me a fire sign. Let me know that you're ready to hear what I have to talk about. Because it's going to be, this thing keep doing this. I love this mouse. There we go. Let me know you're ready to hear what I have to say, because it's not going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. And I'm going to say something to those who travel out the country. So you're about to get everybody getting it today. Everybody getting it today. Hey, everybody getting, y'all ready? Okay, I see the readies. Y'all ready? Okay, y'all ready. That's what I want to hear. Ready? We ready, LDA. Okay, buckle your seatbelts. Get your Beijing out. Get your wigs down, ladies, because this is where I'm going to go. I'm always up to improve through knowledge, and that's what we're about to do, because I'm going to say some things that needs to be talked about. And yes, I am talking to the Black man and I am talking to the Black woman, but this could be applicable to any race, and I'm going to say it. All right, let's go. All right, wherever. Oh, yes. Whatever it is, I know it's going to be important to say it. Yes, it is going to be important to say it. So the title of this is No More Mama's Little Boy. Let me say that again. No more Mama's Little Boy. In this culture that we have since the 60s, 50s, 60s on, have cultivated a relationship that the son has with the mother that's not normal. And actually, for those who are from the African American descent, it goes further than that, because it derives even in slavery. Because the thing was to get what? The man out of position and put the woman in position over the man. I'm telling you, I'm about to hit it. It's to get, and you, this is all game. It's going to apply. You're going to see it. So if I can get the woman in position over the man, I now weaken the man, hence the Black man. So now he has an inordinate affection for his mother and her misplaced power. For her what? Misplaced power. So now it has now just came over, not only in our community. What's going on? What's going on, Stone? Brenda Stone? But no longer has it came over into our community. It is now bled over into other communities and talking about other races. And so what happens is we have a misplaced power that the woman has, say the black woman in the black community, that the black man don't know what to do with. And so what happens is anytime a man, and especially a black man, stands up and say anything or has something to say, there is an issue. There is a what? I think somebody said Willie Lynch, right? So there is an issue, or there is a pushback from what? From the powers that have been set in place, or the powers that be, and that being the power of black women. Anytime a man stands up and unapologetically stands on his 2 feet, and as I told my sons, and allow his what balls to drop and be a man and call things what it is, there's a problem. There's an issue. There is a problem. This is game. I'm giving it to you. So what happens is no more mama's little boys. So there's a crime inside of the woman for what? For a real man. But it's only on surface level and not on what? A holistic level. I'm going to help you out, brothers. I'm going to help you out, sisters. But I got to say this. There is a cry in women. We want real men, but it's not on a holistic level that they want a real man. They want the man only for certain degrees, but never to take the power that they have been given away from them. Not knowing that the true power they have is trapped up in their femininity. It's trapped up where? In their femininity. And so what happens is there comes a power struggle, and I'm talking in the black community, when a man stands up and call things and put things in order. Because now you're going against what? The powers that be, or the powers that set that in place. Not just in the 60s, but this goes back to slavery. And so women are not relatively easy to give her that power, because she doesn't trust, because she never was told to trust a man that is in power, even though that's what she wants, because she's been used to being in her masculinity. And so now being in her femininity is now foreign to her, because her mother taught her to be strong. But did she tell her to be strong in her femininity, or did she tell her to be strong in her masculinity? And what happens is it begins to cheat women out of their experience of enjoying a real man. No more mama's little boy. And so what happens is when a man stands up and calls things what they are and what they should be, there is an undercurrent in the black community when that happens. There is a what? Undercurrent. How dare you stand up? How dare you say something? How dare you address? Don't you know we are the powers to be, that we are queens? But the reality of it is, and this transcends not just black community, but also what? Other communities. I'm saying women want masculine simps, want a masculine simp, a man who would take care of things, but are controllable. Thank you. She wants to be in charge. Woo, there, man, you right on in there. Ooh, ooh, oh my God. You right, William, you right there. Women want a masculine simp, a man who can take care of things, but are controllable. She wants to be in charge. Dre, you talk, okay. I'm glad you're talking about this LDA. This needs to be talked about. Yeah, this has been heavy on me. Blessings. What's going on, Monique? So let's get this. I'm gonna leave that comment up there for a minute. So the reality of it is, the thing of it is, it becomes a power struggle, because men, let me say this to you men, because I'm going to get on you too. You do not want to stand up to these, and I did a whole thing on women being what? Hyenas. Because their archetype is what? It is matriarchic. But the reality of it is how things, now I'm not saying should be, how they got to be, is it has to be patriotic. So it's easy to say, well, we're going to go to grandma's house. We're going to go to big mama's house. Grandma took care of everything. But there was never no praise for the grandfather. I thank God for my grandfathers. Jonas McCall. Thank God for him. For my father. For my cousins. Thank God for them. They were men. Were they perfect? No, they were not perfect. But the reality of it is they were men. If this is making sense to you, let me know in the chat room because I'm going to deal with it. So no more mama's little boy. And so what happens is the women never really respect a man at all. Let me say that again. The women never really respect you as a man because it's a power struggle that takes place that has not been resolved. They do. So she'll go through this whole gyration of saying that you have to earn my respect. You got to do this because I am a woman. I am a queen. You can't tell me anything. But the power that you have was the power that was given to you. I know this is a Monday morning thing, but I got to talk about it because people don't want to deal with it. So the reality of it is when a man, what's going on, Alfie? What's going on, Jonathan? This might be too much for some people, but I want you to get this. The reality of it is, so now there's an internal fighting between the two sexes. And it's normally not because of nominal issues. It is a power struggle because she doesn't really want to relinquish what power. And also she does not respect you as a man. It's not that you have to do anything for your respect. It's that she's been taught from generation to generation not to respect a man. She didn't respect her father. He wasn't there. Brothers, uncles. So there's a sense of no regard for men. And I'm going to say something for those who go to other countries. Yes, I've traveled. I went to two out of the countries. So don't get on here talking crazy because I'm going to say this. You better listen to what I'm saying in the context of what I'm saying. Let me say in the context of what I'm saying it. Why do you think men go travel to foreign countries? I'm going to say this and I want you to think about it. And if you get what I'm going to say, it's going to punch. What is it? Almost at 1 o'clock hour. You know what happens at 1 o'clock when you turn up. But I have to say this. Why do you think men are leaving the United States to travel to other countries to deal with women over there? I'm going to tell you the reason why. And most people, oh, the women are nicer. They're prettier. That's all good. They know how to treat you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds good. The women over there, they know how to serve you. They're submissive. They don't give you all the lip. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds good. Let me help you out, brothers. Let me help you out, brothers, real good. So don't come on, all my travel guys, don't get upset. It's just a reality that we need to face. And I believe in traveling. I think men should travel. But I'm going to say this. The reason why, y'all want to know the reason why, let me know in the chat room before I say it. Y'all want to, I'm going to do like, you ain't going to hear this nowhere else. And I've been thinking about this for what? A couple days. Well, more than a couple days. If you want me to say it, let me know in the chat room about why do men really want to travel and what is the root cause of it? What's going on? You want to give up the knowledge? Okay. Who's calling me on this number? Y'all ready for it? Okay, I'm gonna give it. What's up? What's going on? What's going on, Tommy? What's up, Coach? What's going on? Y'all ready? Y'all want me to speak on it? Give the knowledge up. Men seek submission and compliance. Foreign women know this. They selling men their dream. Yep, that's part of it. You right on it. You right on the tip of it. The reason why women in foreign countries are like what he just said, are submissive and compliant, is because of one reason. Y'all want to know the reason? I'm going to share it. The reason is those cultures are patriotic. The men run the show. Let me say that again. The men run the show. You know without a shadow of doubt, and the women in those cultures know that men run the show in those foreign countries. Please understand what I'm getting at. This is not to crap on anybody who go travel, anything like that. So when men go and travel over there, they're reaping the rewards of a culture that's set up, that's patriotic. Not patriotic, but I'm sorry. Yeah, patriotic. Y'all getting it now. Thank you. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting no more, no less. There he is. They haven't been westernized or feminized. Feminism, right? So what happens is this. Patriotic. I meant to say patriot, not being there. Right. I didn't mean to say that. I got it wrong. Patriotic, but they're patriotic too, who they believe, but it is patriot. Yeah. This one, the second one. Not patriotic. Men are running the show down there. So when men go travel down there, they're reaping the rewards of a system that's set in place that men run. So you leave a system that they call the gynocracy, or where women run the show, to go to another country that men run the show, and women know this. There you go. Thank you so much, William. You are correct. And so what happens is, that's why I said no more mama's little boy. That is the reason. So when men go travel to these countries, they are reaping the fruit of men who don't take crap from women and from other simp men. Just keep it 100. So when you come here, thank you. Now y'all getting it. Thank you. 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 The thing with some of these guys, these men don't know how to lead, so they might fall apart. And right. So they'll go to those other countries and what? Turn to super simp. Simps are us. This might be too tough on a Monday morning. I hate to take my gloves off, but it is what it is. So this is not to crap on those who go travel. This is not to say that you should not go travel. So don't you guys who go back and listen to LDA said this about you going travel. No, because I believe you guys should travel. But I want you to see that you're reaping the reward of a system that's set around men being at the apex. So what happens is we're dealing here in the Western world, we're a system that's set the other way around. But hence, we're not going to identify a problem without giving a solution. We're not going to, men don't just identify the problem. They deal with a what solution, because we are solution minded. This is the thinking class over here. We think, we come with solutions. So the thing of it is, if you're in a country that is the top upside down and it needs to be right side up, what you have to do is start with you. Remember, the gospel of responsibility always falls on you, but also it calls for you to call the women responsible. No worries, brother. Always ready for it. Teach those who need to know. So I want you to get this. I want you to get this. It always comes back to you, the gospel of what? Responsibility. But it's also for you to be responsible, to hold what? Yourself responsible and the women responsible. And that comes the problem right there. Because many times when you try to hold a woman responsible, they're like a cat. They know how to ease right on out of it. This might be too much for you on a Monday morning. Monday, get going. If this is making sense to you, let me know in the chat room. I know it's quiet, but you need to hear this. No more mama's little boys. No more mama little boys. So the issue we have right now is for men to take their spots as men, but also stand up and get your voice back. I should not be the only voice, what, saying something. Let me tell you what really happens. I heard it on another show. Shout out to Donovan and the team that he had over there, Donovan Sharp. So I'm going to give props to where props due. I'm not like that. Men are taught to value the power of that masculinity. So by default, they're undermine themselves and put the woman on the pedestal that they know they value. Right. Thank you so much. You're right on the money. So let me say this. Move into the world, not into the room. Right. So let me say this. Because y'all hitting it right now. No more mama's little boys. So you'll hear me speak truth to power. You'll see me take shots. But you will go in the background, be like, go, man, go, LDA, you doing it, man. But you are afraid to stand up to your mama. And it doesn't have to be your physical mother, but the powers that be that are our mothers, that false power that's there. So you're afraid to speak up and say something. See, that's what the problem is. You're afraid to say, hey, young lady, that's not right. Hey, we're not going for that. See, it's good for I can do it. Oh, LDA can do it. That's the LDA. You in the platform. You got social media. You doing your thing, man. You the man. No, but when are you going to stand up, brother, and say something? And it's not to think about it. We are not here to hate women, nor to put down women. We're not here to make them look bad, but we're here to guide them, cultivate them, and make them the best thing they can ever be in their femininity. I know it's tough today, but I have to share it because I believe that y'all need to hear this. So I have to say it to my brothers who travel, brother, you reaping the rewards of a masculine culture that's not masculine over here. Now, this is the thing. And I am not giving you a pass to not say I'm not going to deal with the women over here. I'm not giving you a pass so they can say, I ain't dealing with the women over here. These women are crazy, this and this and that. No, this is not a pass. What happens is this is a call for you to step up and be a man. Are you going to be a mama's boy or are you going to be a man? Are you going to be a mama's boy or are you going to be a man? Are you going to step up and be a man? See, women are turned on by masculinity. So what happens is when you stand up and begin to speak truth into power, it's one thing to say this in this chat room, but it's another thing to actually live this. Don't be a cheerleader behind me and I'm the one taking the shots and you can't stand up and be a man and take the shots here in the United States. Do I need to go into church? Yes, because it's even there in the church. Men are not standing up and calling what it is, what it is. So what happens is we have men hiding behind avatars, behind YouTube, behind this, and not standing up and being a man. Are you going to be a mama's boy or are you going to be a man? Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to stand up and do this, all women are not going to like you. They will attack you. They will talk about you. You must be hurt. Your mama must have did something to you. They were trying to shame you, trying to put you down. You won't know what you're talking about. We don't understand. It's all because they do not want to lose the power that they perceive they have in masculinity and not the real power in their femininity. Because you realize the power that they were given, was to control you. The power that they were given was to control you. The power that they were given was to control you. Oh, yes, it's in the church. I will walk down that street, but it's in the church also. You can hide it under titles, you can hide it under different names, but it's still there. It's there in society because people are afraid to stand up. Right. This goes back to last week's boundaries establishment standards that rebuke being controlled. Correct. So I'm talking to you, brothers. I'm talking to you today. Will you be a mama's little boy? Oh, pookie, pookie, poo. Or will you stand up and be a man? And the problem is, many of you have not seen or know how to break free from the aprons, or do I need to say it another way, of the apron straps of a mother, whether it's your natural mother or the mother or that mother in women who try to control you. See, this is the thing. No woman can successfully, she can completely enjoy having sex with her son. That's incest. So what we have and what we have going on is mental incest going because you are the little boy and she is the mother. I know as this might be too much. Those of us who have been trained as man mama's boys may not know how to turn the maxi switch on. That's what we're here. Let me say this. I understand. So let me get to this point. So many of you don't realize when you get with women, it becomes incestual. It becomes incest. Patriarch. It becomes what? Patriarch. Incest. It's in the church. That contributes to the lack of men in the church too. Men don't stand up to it. They just fade into the background and stop going. That's exactly right, William. That is exactly right. They stop what? Going. So what happens is when you get into a relationship with a woman, it becomes incest. That means sleeping with someone that is a family member or someone that is your mother, son, or daughter, father, incest. So what we have going on in many relationships is incestual. It is incest. Because she's in the position as mother and you're in the position as daunting son. And what you're doing, you get together and becomes incestual. You think I'm all over the place. I'm right where I need to be at. So that's why the relationship is not working with some women, is because it's out of order. And the reality of it, some women do not want to relinquish that power. Some women do not want to relinquish that. What's going on, Mike McCain? Some women do not want to relinquish that power. And since they do not want to relinquish that power, there becomes an internal battle. So what we teach over here, because this is recharging manhood, you need to step away. Don't deal with a woman who does not want to relinquish that power. That means that does not mean beat her, hit her, anything like that. The power the masculine power, what I'm talking about. For the women going to ask me later, that masculine power. I'm just saying. Women want their sons to be their husbands and want their husbands to be their sons. You hit it on the head right there. What? Wow. Ooh, ooh. Mental molestation. That exactly is. BOA said what? Some of us are too busy letting a woman be our king. BOA is right on the money. But you would go to a culture who does the opposite of the culture here in the United States. We go travel because the women over there, man, they're the bomb. They look good. They do whatever you say. But over here, you tolerate that and you don't stand up. Mental incest. Wow. Mental incest. A husband's son is completely given his control over to their mother wives. This feeds them. Correct. And guess what? When a woman is in that position, she is never, ever, never, ever, never, ever satisfied. And she can't figure out why. I don't care how many purses she get. I don't care what Louis Vuitton. I don't care what car she get. She is never what? Satisfied. Why is she never satisfied? Because she is out of position. And you are out of position because you're in the state of a son and not as a what? King. So will you be a mama's boy, or will you be in the state of a son or a king? So how do we break out of the state of influence? Good question. Good question. How do we break out of this state? Because we're about solutions over here. First of all, we had to identify it. Second of all, since we identify it, we got to see if this mental tape is going on inside of us. If this mental tape is going on inside of us, then we need to confront it. Men confront things. We don't hide and be like, I don't know. I'm gonna stay over here. I'm gonna do this. We confront those things. So once you confront and say, you know what, that's me. So this is what I need to do. I need to change that behavior. I need to change that mindset. So when I interact with a woman, when I interact with any woman, I am interacting from a place of masculinity and not from a place of a little child. Solutions. You have to walk this out. This is going to go into what we're going to talk about tomorrow about the God conscious game consciousness and game complex or God complex. So how do you do this? How do you break it? You break it today because you're listening to what I'm saying, but what the reality of it is a conscious decision that you got to make. I am not going back to Simpville, and I'm not going to the shop. I'm not having Simp shoes on. I am not going to be mama's little boy. I'm going to be a man. I'm going to take my rightful position as a man. So if you don't know what a man does, you need to start looking for men that you can emulate and learn from. And most of the things that a man needs to do is very simple. He makes decisions, and he leads, he guides, and he knows where he's going. We talk about this all the time, which is a good question. I'm glad you asked it on here, though. But I have to talk about it because it's been heavy on me. So I want those women who are quiet today in the chat. If you have sons that you have did this to, you have did them a disservice for, not for you, but for the women that they got to deal with. Because you have not broken or cut the aprons straps. That's what they used to say when I was younger, from your son. So you have mama's little boy. She's doing too much for you if she can't include herself in what she's thinking. Okay, wait. She is doing too much for you if she can't include herself in what she is thinking about you. You, John, you can definitely come up, man. Let me get this, copy this right here. Okay. Let me do this. So I want you guys to really get this. I want you to really get this. Because what happens is, a woman can never be satisfied with her son. She can only be satisfied with her husband or with her what? Man. I know you don't like this, may not want to hear this, but it is the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth. And the reality of it is, if you don't stand up, who else is going to stand up? We're going to have another generation of this going on. So I'm making a call to action to all the men to stand up and be a man. Inside, you know what you need to do, but you're afraid to confront the system. You're afraid to to be disagreeable. You're afraid to speak your voice and to speak your mind. You're afraid to let it be known that you're not going for certain things. You're afraid that you may lose your time of 5 minutes of pleasure with her. That's what you're afraid of. So you're a cow down. You're a cow down. You are bound down. You become docile. You become, oh, okay, whatever you say, I'll do it. And not realizing that you're not satisfying you, and sure in the hell you ain't satisfying her. Oh, I'm talking to those men who need to hear this. If this is making sense to you, let me know in the chat room. If this is making sense to you, if you needed to hear this, let me know in the chat room. And I want to make sure you guys realize those who've been faithful insiders, I want to send this to your house. I want you to have this, and I want you to take a picture and say, hey, I got one of these from LDA. I want you to get this right here. Oops, where's the camera? Right there. I want you to get this. We add to the stream. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Right. It's new system in place.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Good.
Right. Dre, you said I'm speaking to you today, right? Because I want you to realize this makes sense, right? Okay, good. I want you to realize you cannot effectively enjoy the woman or her you if you are the little boy to her, or if she is your mama. There can be no true satisfaction on multiple levels. She's truly satisfied by who? The man. I know you got something to say, Jono, because I know I was.
I mean, it's actually pretty obvious. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain thing called workload. You know, if you go to your job and they start handing you the job of 2 people, you want double the money, or you want to have, or if you take on all that responsibility, you're going to get burned out. And what happens is the satisfaction level can't be achieved if the person's doing twice the work for, you know, less compensation. Let's just call it compensation. You know, it is after 1 o'clock. So we start talking innuendos and stuff. So, I mean, at that point, you got to understand, where are you with what you are accepting from that person? You understand? If you want a person that's going to, you know, do all the things that you're supposed to be doing for yourself, then you are not contributing a balanced amount to the relationship. And it could have detrimental effects, because later on, you may expect this to be a longevity situation, and it's just the honeymoon ending. And then when that honeymoon is over, she's going to find somebody else, because all she needs is somebody that don't need what you need, and she could be happier.
Mm-hmm. Let me say something to the women, because I know y'all secret watchers in the clouds. I need to do this to y'all. Get y'all out the clouds. This is not your opportunity to think you need to control a man. And I'm saying it because it needs to be there.
That's actually the trade-off, right? They think by doing so much for a person, they get the right to control them. And that is completely off. And you're willing to sacrifice your health, your time, your happiness, because you do want to have this like ant farm syndrome and tell people what to do. And you want to see things moving the way you said it. And that's, to me, a whole other complex. You're willing to sacrifice your whole paycheck for that and let a man be lazy? That's why he won't get a job. That's why he won't take care of his responsibilities. It's because you want to control him, and he doesn't have a mind of his own.
And who wants someone? Man, why would you allow that to happen for some? This is after dark, right? I mean, not after dark, but it's after 1. Why would you put your balls in the purse over to get some from a woman that you only going to have for 5 minutes and you're done? Couple strokes and you're done. Just keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. It is not worth your masculinity, who you are as a man. And I'm gonna tell you something, John. On you and we grew up in a. This stuff is relevant in the church too, because I know I got my church people watching. You can shando, kika mashando all you want, put the prayer cloth on you and take it off. It is there, and it's bad, and your slip is showing.
It's true. You're using external, you know, an external force to control what you're supposed to have control over internally. I'm gonna say something that's gonna mess a lot of people up right now, because I know this is gonna touch on it, and you're not gonna believe it until I say it, but it's exactly in alignment with what we're talking about right now. Ever go buy something, and the person says, "Okay, pull the trigger, bro. You ready to get it?" And they say, "I gotta go check it with my wife. I gotta go check with my girl." Now, I'm not telling anybody on this channel to be offended by that. What I'm trying to say is, if you in true synchronous ability with your partner, you shouldn't have to check in. You should already know whether it's a bad purchase or not. You should already know and be on the mind of that person. But if you're allowing to be yourself controlled by them, you have to check in, just because that person will get mad because you didn't. And that means y'all don't have the right kind of situation set up that would allow something like that to happen. And I'm not talking about, maybe the car is a little extreme, but I'm just talking about simple things. Like, say you want to get a new phone for yourself, a purchase that doesn't really have a high impact to your account. Maybe you just want to start a new payment plan or something like that. If you just don't understand, maybe you want to check in with your partner. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the rule being set that if you don't tell me, I'm going to get mad. It's because they're trying to control you, and you allowed them to do that.
Well.
And if you're the person that must have that same thing, maybe you're not the one who's getting emasculated at the moment. Maybe you're the emasculator. How dare you put somebody in a position like that where they can't make decisions? Is this a partnership, or y'all in jail?
In jail without a bail. Huh.
I know it's gonna literally screw with you right now. You're gonna think, what is John talking about? But you know I'm right. If you had true communication established, this would not be a problem. And if you get mad when somebody doesn't check in with you on little stuff, you're the controller. And if you got to check in with little things like how much toilet paper is supposed to be in the bathroom compared to the pantry, if you're talking about little stuff like the towels in the bathroom and little stuff like, who didn't sweep the floor today? If you're talking about little stuff like that, something's up.
Something is up.
And that means y'all don't have stuff worked out. That's why the little stuff comes up.
Well.
If I'm wrong, tell me in the chat room. But if I'm right, you know I'm right.
It said the women ain't never been this quiet.
There we go. John giving away all the secrets again.
Yeah. They ain't never been this quiet in the chat room. Like, because I have to address this because I've seen it too much. How dare you stand up and be a man?
Did you get in a relationship so you can control somebody? You could have just gotten a puppy.
And some of them need puppies, cats, dogs, mice, roaches, rats, everything.
Just so you can get the experience first. Get that stuff off your system. Get that stuff out of your system. The control mechanism is a complex that has nothing to do with relationship.
What's going on, Ted? He said, let me put this back up. The women never been this quiet. I got one check from the women. Ain't this? They put the one. I got one thing from.
Don't worry, they're coming. They're coming in the chat room in a minute.
Yeah. Watch. Because the reality of it is, it hit a nerve because this is the reason why you can't find a man. Yeah. Let me say it again, ladies. This is the reason why you can't find a man, or you get a man that you can control, but you're never truly satisfied with them.
You know what's really rare? A man that wants to be taken care of by a woman. Yeah,
without a bell.
See, you think Everybody's like that. That's not true. What's rare is a man that wants to be taken care of by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying your generosity would not be accepted. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a man will literally sit in the house and play video games while you go make all the money, bring home the check, and ask him what he's been doing all day. He'd love for you to yell at him about that all night long and say, "Baby, it don't really matter, don't it?" Now,
Boy to me.
Hmm?
Like a little boy to me. She got another child.
Yeah, it's very rare for a grown woman to be looking for a child. But it happens so often that the connection is made, and a person that had perfect able-bodiedness would turn into a child because they accept all that you insist on controlling.
Shop. Oh my! If I could, if this was church, I was speaking in tongues.
I got another revelation. You ever moved a man into your house? Oh. Anybody here ever move a man into their house? That's you taking control of a man. The bill's still in your name. He don't have to pay nothing. Oh, you know what? Just go get groceries. We'll be fine. You know what? You took away all the manhood. You might as well chopped off the balls we talked about.
Well. You might have go back and listen to this one. Y'all made me bring out. Then Jono came with I came with the knife. He came with the machete. Finish it off. Because it needs to be said. It needs to be talked about. Let me say them back to these men. Don't be saying, yeah, Jono, man, yeah, LDA, you got it. If you can get off of this stream and stand up and be a man outside of this and take the hits that we take, bruh, you wasting your time over here.
Tell you something. You know how easy it is to move into a woman's house that already has kids, that already has responsibilities, already taking care of all that stuff. You know how easy that is? All you got to do is claim the right side of the bed. Everything else is already in her name. You know how easy that is? That's not being a man. That's being convenient. I told you convenience and happiness is two different things. And those things never work out because all she has to find is a little chat with somebody that was willing to do some of that work that you ain't willing to do. And it's a lot you ain't doing. You're finished. She'll be drinking out with that person while you're home watching her kids.
You a live-in babysitter.
All she got to do is mess with you once in a while, and she got a built-in babysitter. She would have paid hundreds for that. You are the guy taking care of while she's going out with the real guy now. And as soon as she's ready for him to come into that household, or maybe he's buying a house for her and he's gonna move out. She's gonna tell you one day, baby, we moving, but you're not moving with us. And the kids ain't even meet their new father yet. I'm speaking to somebody right now.
Oh yeah. They may not like it, but it's the truth. They're doomed themselves because they eventually resent the man they get. Then they stray away for the man who won't be controlled. Oh my God, this guy's talking true. If they continue the process, they will be dead inside.
Did you move into a house and become the babysitter because you're the baby still?
Wait. I gotta get a couple gunshots on that one. Did you move into the house to become the babysitter because you're still the baby?
I don't remember needing to pay nobody more than 15, 16 years old. My kids were young to take care of my kids. So why are you sitting at home taking care of somebody else's kids while she's out with her girls? You know what the code name for girls is?
What the girl?
Anybody else but you.
Uh-oh. Seeing ahead of the sea of like a captain. I like that one. I like that. Seeing ahead of the sea like a cat. I like it. I like that. I dig that, man. That is hot.
Yeah, you on point.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that. Crucial right there. I like that. I know it hurts, y'all. I know it hurt. But I have to be a surgeon today. I gotta say something.
You ever had a woman that just gave you assignments and you were like, what?
Honey-do list. Hey, honey.
Here's a to-do list. A to-do list for what?
I had some try to do that
Be busy. You know what they do? You know, I used to do that when I wanted to make sure my kid was occupied, right? I give him a little something, give him something to do, right? Is your girl giving you an assignment, a to-do list?
Mm.
Oh, Saturday, start with the yard work, then do the garbage. Then I want you to wash the. That's my car. What you tell me? Wash my car.
Honeydew.
An instruction manual to be in a relationship. Come on.
And the sickening part of it is a lot of women say they want this, think they want this, but I'm going to talk to you ladies. You're freaking frat miserable. You're miserable when you control a man like that. And you never, I don't care how much you try to rationalize it. I don't care what your girl said in Clubhouse. I don't care what they say on Facebook. I don't care how you try to go and get a drink and talk about it. You're never going to be satisfied with the man that you can control or even try to control, because it was never designed like that. You may not like me right now. You might say my beard look dusty. I don't care. You will not be happy with the man that you can control. You never will.
Imagine you had a man that was proactive. You looked on the online and the bills left the account and paid on time. Imagine you came home from work one day and the car was missing, and then a tow truck comes and drops off a brand new BMW, and he said, "You know, this is just for you, baby, because I thought about you and want to give it to you." That's proactivity. Okay, that's being a man. That's showering gifts to your woman. That's not control. The difference between control is a list of things to do. You ain't do nothing nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Notice the difference.
Let me get a shout out to my dude, Red Seen the Blue, shameless plug. He's the only one who's able to do this. Also, Joe, let's interview. Oh, they want to. Oh, he want to do an interview with you in April, Jono. Red Seen the Blues. What's going on? Definitely, he's the only one who's able to super chat and do a shameless plug at the same time.
Hey, that's literally how it's done.
Right. He's the only one who could do that, and he's been on this platform. So I know, and I've been on his platform. So, and he's in Jersey. Mm-hmm. He's in Jersey. He's a cool guy. We talk about that. He's a good guy. But I want you guys to really get. We ain't past. We ain't past that 31 mark. But I had this needed to be talked about. What you think? Why do you think I needed to talk about this today, John? I know I was going to talk about something else, man.
In the heart. It was on your heart because you probably seen too many situations now where things is just misrepresented. You thought you were with a man, you was with a child. You thought you was with a woman, you was with a little girl. And guess what? You ain't supposed to be with underage girls and guys.
In jail.
Hey, don't the law say that?
In jail.
You may be in your 20s, 30s, and 40s in physicality, but in your mind, you're still a teenager. So you with an underage person. You're supposed to be.
Yes, it's Jono, and he's on Facebook. What's your Facebook? I mean, not your Facebook, your Instagram. He can add you on Facebook. You can add him on Instagram, Red Six of Blue. What's your can you put your Instagram in there, that one you got set up?
Hold on, let me get it. It's brand new.
Yeah. So you can catch Jono on there. What's going on? Dr. Constant Cooper in the house. Me and her are going to be doing a group of others going to have a conversation on March 6th. It's going to be, if you know me, you know what's going to be. Oh yeah. It's going to be ridiculous. So definitely. Yeah, I know you late. It's good. I understand you had to get some sleep or whatever. Hey, you in the West Coast. It's understandable. But yeah. So Dr. Constant Cooper and I will be March the 6th. And everybody asked me what the number is today. The number all this month is going to be 49. I don't care who come in. It's going to be what? 49. 49. all this month. There's a reason why it's 49, and I'll tell you about it a little later on. 49. 81. Okay, let me see. 49 is that's right. Anyone who gets the gifts wears it in honor as a member of the thinking class. You're on another level. I appreciate it. So let me thank you for saying that again, William. I'm going to have an email set up, and I need or you can go to, let's just do this two ways. I'm going to have an email set up, and the first thing, let me put this in the chat room, is the LDA Life sweatstyle.com. I mean, and then, oops, it didn't. Let me put this again. It didn't do it right. Let me skip. The LDA lifestyle.com. I think I got it somewhere else, but this is where I want you to go. Let me go down here and see what you put right here. Resting the Blues, that's his information right there on Instagram. 49 is a, yeah, the game is on with this topic too, right? I appreciate that. 49 is going to be, it's going to be the number for all this month. Going to be what? 49. Udi is live. Yeah. So Resting the Blues, that's how you catch them right there. You catch Jono. Where did I go with it? Where you go right there? Jono, not Joe. Jono, you can catch him right there. And for those who have been participating in the chat, who has been super chat, Cash App, I want to send this to you. This is my little appreciation to you. And what you got to do once you get it, what I want you to do is take a picture so I can put it on social media so they can see that you're part of the What Thinking class. You see these journals pretty cool, huh?
I love it.
And you see I got it on today.
Those are fly. You got the whole matchup with the red and everything.
Yeah, I got it on today. So
red and the beige.
Say that again.
The red and the beige colors.
Yes, right. So I want you to be a part. When you wear this, you are part of the what? The thinking class. Now you can't just come up there and say, oh, I've been here all the time. I know I'm like Santa Claus today. I know who's been in the chat, and I know who hasn't, and I know who's given and who hasn't. So I want you to get this to you and put this in your hand. And I want you to take a picture with it on for social media. You're part of world. Yes. I want people to know that you're part of what? The thinking class. With LDA is established in 1972. So definitely you want to get one of these in your hands. So you can reach me at the LDA Lifestyle. I will need your what? Your mailing address, but I'm going to have tomorrow I'm going to have a link so that you can just put that information in and I'll get it right to you. So 49 is the number for today. You think you got anything else to say about this or anything else, Jono?
No, that's it. I think we covered it.
So I want to get this in your hands.
It was a very short hour.
Yeah, it was. I want to get this in your hands right here. I want to make sure you get this. This is my gift to you. This is my gift to you because this month is my birthday month. So I want to make sure, and I only got these many left. So everybody ain't gonna get one. Everyone can't get one, and everybody's not gonna get one. But once you get it, take a picture of what you having it on. Have it on your lapel, have it on your shirt. You can have it on a hat. I want you to take a picture with this, but only a few. Only the few who is part of the what? Thinking class be able to have this. This is my appreciation to you. You ain't gonna see nobody else doing this. This is my gift to you. I want to put this in your hand. Anything you want to say about that, John, or no?
Hey, listen, when you go to school, you get something to let people know that you are part of that elite particular class. This is your reward for being part of this elite class. This is your proof that you are part of the upper echelon.
Right. You know, caviar and Dom Perignon, filet mignon, and chimichurri. No, I was going to say chimichurri. But you definitely, I want to make sure I emphasize this again. You definitely want to get this in your hands. If you need to reach me on Instagram, you need to send me your information. I'm going to mail it out to you. but I'm going to mail something else out to you that I'm not going to say when I mail this out to you. I'm going to put something else in your hand, something personally from me. So I want to get that. You like that? It's dope, huh? Yeah. So yeah, you're new here. That's the first time you're seeing you, Tommy. But definitely, man, it's your first time here. If you reach out to me on Instagram, Lawrence D. Adams, or you can reach me by email or by the website, I want to put this in your hand. This is for the thinking class. This ain't for everybody and their mama. I only have this is all I got, man. And it ain't that many.
That's it? Oh,
yeah, that's
man.
all I got.
You better grab these up fast, people.
Right. Because once these are gone, I'm not getting no more made.
So all you gotta do to have that is be a participator in one of your platforms for donating to the channel. That's easy.
Yeah. So when you participate, say that again.
They need to get this now.
Yeah, they need to get this now. So
because you'll be going by the end of the week.
Yes, you do. William, you qualify. You made contributions. He's texting me now. Do I qualify?
You better find out.
You qualify. Let me tell you the qualifications again. You have been faithfully listening to me on YouTube and on Facebook. You have been commenting in the messages. Second of all, most of all, you gave something, even if it was $1. You gave something to what we're doing here. You gave a super chat, you gave a cash app, because I can look at all the cash app and I can look at all the super chats you gave from day one. I know who gives and I know who didn't. You will be in the runnings for this. And when this is gone, and then we're going to the next thing for those who are going to the next level above this one, because there is another level. There is another level.
There's always another level.
Always another level. So I want you, there's only a couple left. So you asked me, I talk to you on Facebook all the time. Okay. You talk to me. See, people want to, hey. Yeah,
references right now.
Yeah, you better say something now.
They're like at the DMV, like, here's all my proof. I got my proof right here.
Right. Everyone can get this. Think about it. What other content creator is giving you something for participating? I forgot I got to go to work, but yeah. Yeah, you get the word. Oh, that's why I played Total Praise yesterday. I lift my hands. Oh, man. So, yeah, you talk to me on Facebook. Good. You qualify. But once this is over, this is only for my birthday month. This is my birthday month. That's why the number is what? Is what? 49. Because here I turned 49 years old. Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
Time goes by fast.
I know, man. So only those who qualify get it. And I only have a limited amount. Once I give these out, that's it. So we got to go. It's peace to the family. Lawrence D. Adams, don't be your mama's little boy. And we out of here. Peace.